Thank you.
It's my walk-up song. That would be it. No, I didn't, but I love it. If I had a walk-up song, I would want that to be it. Wasn't a good enough hitter, though, to ever have a walk-up song.
Well, welcome everyone to the 2022 Verbo Fiesta Bowl Media Day with Michigan. We'll begin with some opening comments from Coach Harbaugh, and then we'll take a few questions until about 12:15. After that, we will open the floor for player interviews, which will continue until 1 p.m. Coach Harbaugh will be available here at the podium until 12:45 as well if you'd like to ask additional questions. At this time, I'll turn it over to Coach Harbaugh.
Thank you. Super thankful, really for everything, for the CFP, all the hard work they did in their committee, board members of the Fiesta Bowl. Everything's been top-notch. Practice facility's been outstanding. At the Angels, thank their organization. They did a tremendous job. The food's been great. The hotel's great. It's really allowed us, to lock in on our preparation and our focus. And the thing we're most excited about is the opportunity, just the tremendous opportunity that not everybody gets. Some people go a lifetime without having an opportunity like our team has. And through our talent and through our hard work, we've created this for ourselves. And couldn't be more excited about the opportunity that awaits us in 2 days.
All right, we'll open it up to questions. If you do have a question, please raise your hand so we can get a mic to you, and please announce your name and your outlet. Let's start over here with Dennis.
Yes, sports.
Everybody knows you, Dennis.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Jim, why are you guys maybe better prepared this year, doing it a second time? Do things come easier, the logistics, compared to last year?
I don't know. I mean, don't ever really like to get into comparing anything, really. I mean, as soon as you start comparing somebody or something gets diminished, so tend to stay away from comparisons.
Our next question is on the left, back row. Molly.
Hi, Coach.
Hi,
Molly
Molly.
McGrath, ESPN. The best players tend to peak at the right time. How is J.J. McCarthy playing his best ball right now?
Wow, just in every way, the kid's got it all. Tremendous talent, athleticism, work ethic, and the willingness to, put the team, as the highest priority. And I think that's what every one of his teammates feels, knows, that it's never all about JJ. He makes it about the team and his teammates.
Second row on the left.
Bob Winowski, Detroit News, over here. The TCU people have been talking about haven't faced an offense like you guys play, the way you play, the style of play, and you haven't really faced how they play defense for the most part, 3-3-5. What challenges does that present? And they seem to think if they stop the run, that's the entire key. I imagine most teams think that against you guys.
Yeah, the challenge is TCU defense. Yeah, I mean it's sometimes a true 3-3-5. It's got a lot of variations. Tremendous secondary that runs and hits, disruptive defense, 14 interceptions, 15 fumbles or 15 interceptions and 14 forced fumbles. Downhill linebackers, but the linebackers will play over the top and behind the blocks. I mean, it's really good, really athletic defense.
Front row right here on the right.
Steve Kornacki, Toledo Blade, your hometown paper, right?
I feel like Ted Lasso with everybody saying their names and, you know, where they're from.
When I spoke to your father about the real enjoyment that you're having this season and last season, he went back to Aiden and the seniors coming into your office and saying, we've got everything downstairs, and that they were going to handle, you know, the locker room, obviously, and you're involved in that for sure. But talk about the sources of the joy that you've had, not only this season, but last season, and how much fun it's been for you.
Yeah, it's the enjoyment of football, of, you know, like I said, the opportunity to have what, you know, this team has created and what it's brought to life. It's been a great team effort. Coaches, strength coaches, players, families, you know, parents. You know, it's been you know, a team, you know, in every respect, and everybody bleeds blue and pulls the same direction. You know, one of your favorite ball teams, you know, that I've ever been a part of, for sure. And the enjoyment of football. You know, speaking of my dad, it's you know, that's also like, you know, like Sonny Dykes and myself. I mean, we really have that in common. We both come from we're coaches' sons. Spike Dykes, I mean, great coach, 3 Coach of the Years when he was at Texas Tech, and but to be young like we were, and be exposed to the game of football, and be exposed to a team, and you know, the culture of the family culture of a football team. You know, it's something that when you're a kid, you just know that it's not only possible, but it's inevitable that you're going to be doing the same thing, and there's a joy there, you know, that you know, very blessed, you know, along with Sonny Dykes, very blessed to have been raised that way. It was pretty cool yesterday. Brian Jennings, who was our long snapper in San Francisco, brought his son Max over to practice, and just to see the smile on his face, you know, just being around the team, and you know, the way he ran to his car and get his pen so he could get, you know, autographs from the players, and you know, fist bump JJ when he came on the bus. It's just it just brought me back. I mean, that's the blessing that you know, my dad was able to give me, and Spike Dykes gave Sonny Dykes. It's just not only possible, but it's inevitable. And you know, I see that's the way our players, our coaches approach the game of football, with a great joy.
We'll go right to the right-hand side here in the back.
Thanks. Head Coach Mark McClune, 3TV CBS 5. Welcome to the Valley. You mentioned Ted Lasso, so I'm just wondering, what coaching philosophies do you take from Ted Lasso, if any?
Just everything. Everything's perfect. I mean, just my favorite TV show, you know, right up there with the Rockford Files for my, and yeah, there's just so good. So many. There's a lesson. There's a lesson really in every show. You know, whether it's a life lesson or a coaching lesson. That's what I take from the show Ted Lasso.
A question on the left in the far back.
Hi, Jim. Ryan Zood with MLive. What are the statuses of Andrell Anthony and AJ heading into Saturday?
I don't have a status report for you.
Another question here on the left, off to the side.
Brendan Marcello, 24/7 Sports. Coach, how much credit does Ben Herbert deserve for what you guys have been able to do along your offensive line these last several years? And also, how does this one stack up from the great ones you've been able to coach throughout your years in the NFL, and of course, the ones we saw at Stanford?
Yeah, I mean, I give Ben Herbert all the credit. I mean, he is the X factor in our football program. It's a center of player development. He's phenomenal. You know, is you know, more than anybody in our entire program. He is and it's with every player, it's with every position group. His impact, on every single player and coach and myself, it's just, we just think he's the best. Doesn't get any better. There's nobody better. Like I said, he's our X factor.
We'll stay here on the left.
Jim, Jack Doles from Wood TV, Grand Rapids. Second straight year you guys have had the top offensive line. Carson Barnhart's been a big part of that. What is it about him that has made you want to pencil him in week after week?
He's a most improved player on offense. He's just had a tremendous season. It just kind of epitomizes great team player, great teammate, blue collar, hard working, talented. Just the reasons we're here, because of talented guys that work really hard and really play well together, play well as a team. He epitomizes that.
Last row in the left.
Aaron McMahon, MLive.com. Jim, in the last couple of years, college football has obviously gone more spread. You've elected to revert back to the passing game, or the rushing attack. I'm wondering why you decided to do that ultimately and why you think it's worked.
Well, we like, you've been around, Aaron. We like them both. I mean, we like to run the ball. We like to throw the ball. We like play action. We like perimeter runs. We like inside runs. We like all those. We like them all. But it really comes down to you could run, you go through the air, or you could go by the ground, and we definitely want to be, we strive to be really good at both.
Second row on the right.
Hi, Jim. Ralph Russo from AP. What was it about Sharon Moore that has allowed you to build trust in him? Yeah, you didn't really know him when he joined your staff that well, but he's become seemingly a vital part of that.
They don't get any better. There've been a lot of great line coaches. I can't think of one better than Sharon Moore. And he's a great teacher. First of all, I'll start with that. Teaching and coaching is synonymous. Tremendous passion for the game and for our players. Bleeds blue like nobody else. Just tremendous enthusiasm every single day. Smart, wicked smart. And just, in every way, a Michigan man. He's not afraid of any challenge or taking on any new challenge. But yeah, those are just to list a few. Nobody I have more respect for than Sharon Moore. Nobody I've worked with that I have more respect for than Sharon Moore. Like a brother, like my own brother. And that trust, that friendship, that love, it goes both ways. That's how I feel about Sharon Moore.
End of the first row here on the left.
Hey, Coach, Jack Singer, Arizona Daily Star. I was just wondering, obviously Donovan Edwards, the rest of that running back room's had to step up with Coram's injury. How has Blake continued to be an integral part of this team and kind of be a leader despite not being out there on the field?
Yeah, Blake Coram, never before have we had somebody win the most valuable player, win the hardest working player on the team, and win the toughest player. So all three of those awards, I think it paints a picture exactly what each award stands for, right? And those awards are voted by the players, and Blake won all three. Only player I've ever been a part of any team that's won all three of those awards. That's what he means to our team. It's been so much like Dennis brought up Aiden Hutchinson earlier. I call them Heisman habits. You know, Aiden Hutchinson had those Heisman habits. Blake Coram has those Heisman habits in every way, and everybody, it's infectious. Everybody feeds off it. Everybody who's smart, just watches, emulates, and then tries to surpass what those two are doing. So what's he meant? He's meant that much, you know, the most. And Donovan Edwards, we said from the beginning of the season, we had 2 starting running backs, Blake Coram and Donovan Edwards, and that's the way it's played out. Both are great players.
We'll now open the floor for player interviews. Again, Coach Harbaugh will be here until 12:45 if you'd like to come towards the podium for additional questions for Coach. And also TVs, again, reminder, we do have malt boxes in front of each